Welcome back.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abriella, and if you haven't been here before, I am a junior graphic designer slash artist. And yeah, we are going to be talking about my wedding theme and how I've gone about actually creating stuff for my wedding, like the signage, the invitations, and the website, and all of this stuff, and giving my creative process about it because honestly, with getting married in 2 weeks, I get married in 2 weeks from tomorrow. Also, if you haven't noticed, I did get my hair done. This is my wedding hair. My beautiful, beautiful sister, who is in cosmetology school, is has done my hair several times. She's done she's done like all the bleaching. We've done a trial run of like what I actually want for my hair because I'm doing an updo because I'm getting married in August, the hottest month of the summer. Sorry, that was really flummy. That was gross. Um, anyways, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about like kind of my creative process about it, what my theme was, why I chose that theme, and kind of like the tools and stuff that I've used to be creative. So yeah, let's get right into it. Also, sorry if I look a little crusty. I worked today, and if you saw my last video, I started a new job. I am a housekeeper at a hotel. Not a glamorous job. Not. Oh, hi, sweetie. She wants to say hi, sweetie. Sweetie. Oh, you're so cute. Ugh, I love her. She's my child. My first child with my husband. Anyways, so first off, obviously, after I got engaged, insert clip here. Yes, I did have a bob in that era of my life. I had a manic episode and I manically cut my hair in my dorm room. Don't recommend it. Um, Super bad. Also, can we talk about the length? I cut my hair at a bob. Like it was up to here a year and a half ago. Okay, look at this length. And I've had a couple haircuts since then. Like, dang. But I do have to get my hair cut. I do have to get my hair cut before my wedding again because she's a little shaggy and I need to look presentable because I've been rocking the bum look for a little bit too long and this is like the kind I need to like lock in. Anyways, peep the nails. I got these off of Etsy. My best friend of a decade, love you Grace Down. All right, that's my ride or die, my soul sister. She sent it to me. She's like, you need this because this will go so well with your wedding dress. Leading into that, my wedding dress is not a traditional wedding dress. It is not white. It is a blush pink with flowers on it. Was my mother happy that I picked that? No, she wasn't. But also, I'm a little whimsy girl. Okay? I don't do bland. Okay? I like being extra. So, she did pay for my wedding dress though. Thanks, mom. Love you. So my theme was like wildflowers, country, very naturey because nature is a very big staple in my relationship with my husband. Our first date was at a state park. And that same state park is where we're having a reception for our wedding. Yes, full circle. You don't even know. Comment down below if you want to hear about my relationship story. It gets spooky, okay? Like, my relationship is a huge. She just jumped into a box, and I literally just got so scared. The way my relationship has worked out, bro. Sorry, if you're wearing headphones, I'm so sorry. That must have been really loud. The way my relationship has worked out is why I believe in karma and the universe. Yes, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. He has done some things, he's pulled strings. God has pulled strings in my life where I'm just like, okay, uh, when I am in doubt about my faith, I look at just this one instance. I'll sit down. Okay, thank you very much. Moving on. Sorry, I had caffeine. I have been on a caffeine deficiency, like trying to wean off caffeine for a little bit. I had an energy drink during work today because I was so tired that I need to like kick it into high gear. And now I'm having a Baja Blast. Thank you. Next. No Ariana Grande. So with that, I once I got engaged. Sorry. Okay, Abby, cut like the last couple seconds of this. So I made so for our actual ceremony, I actually made a sign for like when people because there's like you walk in, you have to go up flight of stairs, and then you get in to where we're having the ceremony. And on the outside, I'm having a very cute and elegant, like I'm having a very cute and elegant sign for our wedding. And this is what it looks like. I also use Canva for that. Canva for this has been my best friend. Okay. Also, Canva has saved me so much fucking money because they came out with Affinity. Affinity is free. It is an alternative version for Adobe. Adobe is ripping us off, and it's not that great. Okay, I know so many graphic designers and so many like creative people are using Adobe, and it's like so expensive, and that stuff is crashing all the time. I've had Affinity since it came out, not crashed on me once. It works so great, and I actually want to be able to dive into Affinity more to actually give tutorials because like I haven't seen a whole lot of videos about Affinity and like all of its tools and stuff because there's like so much stuff about graphic design in Adobe, but what about graphic design and Affinity? Okay, I'm putting all of my graphic design friends on Affinity. Okay, I'm converting them. Convert, boycott Adobe. Every time I see an Adobe ad, I crash out. You can ask my husband; he knows. Um, and so, and for our reception, I had made a cute little sign that looks like this. Or I'll put in the next clip. Also made that with Canva. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love him. I love her. I love my love. Okay? Baby, if you're watching this at some point, I love you so much. And I'm so happy with the life we made together. And I cannot wait to marry you. Okay? I love you. Anyways, I this process has been so good for like doing all this design stuff for my career. It has given me a lot of good exposure. It's helped me work on stuff. It has also helped me with like the signs. I am printing them. So I had to be cautious, not cautious, but like aware of like how like what I'm exporting as, like colors and stuff like that. And also I did get an internship, a graphic design internship, and part of my portfolio was my invitation. And that is something that I talked about and like the proudest piece at that point in my career I've made so far. And that is a I'm almost done. Doing stuff like this, like if you were having any sort of like little event or big event, do this stuff yourself, especially if you're a graphic designer, or hire a graphic designer, like a friend or something like that. I am putting, like my last YouTube video, I put out my services. Like I will make a full video going through my whole portfolio. Okay? I am finishing working on my website. I like there are so many small time graphic designers who would love the opportunity to create the whole experience, the brand, everything for your wedding, getting exposure, doing all of this stuff. And as a graphic designer, I was leaped, I munched on this opportunity to give myself it's giving myself reps for working on stuff because I've gone through a lot of like drafts and all of this kind of stuff of like what I want to do. And like this is some of the best stuff I've ever created because especially because like this is my wedding. This is for me. And of course I've included my husband in all of this. Like I've talked about what of course he's a man. No offense to you, Beb. But like he like has not really given like too much input on it, but I still talk to him about all of this stuff. I still want his input about things. I want his ideas and his feedback because like he's also involved in this. So like with me, this is like working on a client and my husband is the client and we're going back and forth. And it is a great process and it has been a great experience about doing this. And so I am so happy and also I will be once I because like I'm not hiring. I have a videographer, okay? He is one of my he's one of my homies. He's one of my Kiki buddies. We've been friends for almost half a decade, and of course I invited him to the wedding. Once I told him, like, oh my gosh, I think I'm getting engaged. This is my wedding present. He is doing all the videography for free. He is flying here, doing all of this, and he is doing all of this out of pocket for him. I have love having him as a friend. He's also been a very good friend to me. He is amazing and great work. Okay, does great work. I've also like I haven't been paid for it, but I've also helped like with his stuff before, like asking, "Does this look good?" Like wanting my feedback and stuff. So yeah, I am very excited. I This has been a great experience, and I totally recommend getting a graphic designer or something like that for your own wedding or your party. Or if you are a graphic designer, go for it. This is a great opportunity for you to grow your portfolio and work on skills. Because, like, okay, you're your own client. Like, what do you really want? Like, how do you want things to go? And honestly, that could be the thing that bust open your career. So do not be afraid to jump into it. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Because trust me, I have made a lot of mistakes throughout this process, but it is totally worth it. Anyways, so once I got engaged March of 2025. I had a thing. Time's been weird. So I wanted to have a little bit of time to like enjoy being engaged, just feeling the love and embracing like, oh my gosh, we're getting married. And then it sits in like, yeah, you're getting married. that means you have to plan a wedding. That means you have to do so many phone calls, emails, money. Also, my wedding, I think, is less than $5,000. Also, including the dress, less than $5,000. No, I don't know. But it is, I think it's under 6,500. Pretty cheap wedding, especially nowadays in 2026. So, and plus, we didn't want like a big wedding. 95% of the people that are, we have almost 100 people going. 95% of those people are family. And I, at least on my side, had quite a few family members who declined to even come. So it would have been over 100, but a good chunk of them declined because, like, and this is no shade on my family, like, I totally understood. Like, they are getting houses, they are building a house, they are having kids, like, and just things like that. Like, I totally understood. So, with that, like, since the beginning of like planning our wedding, oh my god, nail about to come off. God, it's okay. Whatever, I can put it on later. I wanted very nature, very cute and dainty. So a good thing, I loved it, is I went into Canva, and don't be crapping on Canva, all right? Canva, she's what I started on in graphic design when I was just kind of like hee hee ha ha whatever. I went in, found some templates, and I liked the layout of them, but there was a lot of aspects that I didn't like. And this is when I was still going to like doing graphic design. Sorry, if I keep looking like this, I'm looking at myself. I have it facing frontward, my camera. Anyways, I will, this is what, right here, or I'll insert it in the next clip. That is what, and I'll block out all of the important information, like where it is and stuff. But like, that is the final layout of what I did. I spent so much time like adjusting things and making things very clean and making sure everything is balanced. And I was bouncing off my husband, my future mother-in-law, and like going back and forth. And I was getting really frustrated about it because also at this point I have not had any graphic design experience of like working with a client or working with other people. All the stuff that I've done has just been like by myself, so I wasn't getting feedback. And this was like kind of like my real like first experience of having that. And I was getting very frustrated because also like just me, this is, I know a lot of people are like this. I was taking it personally, like I was doing something wrong, like I'm not good enough and all this other stuff. I'm like, girl, no. Revisions and revisions and revisions. That is part of what you're going to be doing literally for the rest of your life. Hopefully. Hopefully. And I was getting frustrated. I did shed a few tears, but eventually I got to a point where I was like, okay, I think this is good. Then I sent it to his dad. His dad does like final checks. He works at a newspaper company, so he does like the final layouts and everything. So he's basically like, he is like a graphic designer. And I sent it to him, and he said, that looks perfect and beautiful. You did a great job. This man does not hand out compliments, like at all. He's very quiet man. He is a man of few words. When he said that to me, I was like, no way. Like me and my husband like looked at each other like, he did not just say that. And that was like a year, oh, about a year and a half ago, little over a year. I still talk about it to this day, and I will be talking about it the rest of my life. Thank you, because that man has been in this industry for over 25 years. Actually, it's been closer to 30 years. And he's telling me that I did a great job and I did fantastic and it's beautiful. Thank you. I will be probably taking a screenshot, printing it out, and putting it on a frame and putting it on my wall. So that's great. And so, like, here are some inspo pictures of like centerpieces I did. Actually, hold on. This is an example of like centerpieces that I actually did. I did use fake flowers because I was like, okay, I would want these. Like, I could use these. And I do have them all over my house. But I actually did end up, my mom has so many beautiful gardens at her house. I did grow up in the country, so I was like, we have lots of space. So she has lots of gardens. That's one of her favorite hobbies. She has hydrangeas. This is what a hydrangea plant looks like. She's also ordering baby's breath. My mom is in charge of decorating the reception. I'm giving her inspo, all that stuff, and she's taking over because I could not. All right, I am so stressed. I'm getting closer and closer to the wedding. I keep waking up with more anxiety where my chest, I'm literally having chest pains because of how hard and fast my heart is pumping because I'm so anxious. I wake up every single morning anxious. I am having nightmares about things going wrong at the wedding. It's not fun. Okay, so I have always wanted to be like, where I'm getting married, do not take this the wrong way. I am so happy for the wedding and I am so excited to get married and I think everything's turning out peachy keen. I did not want to get married in a church. Since I was very, very little, me and my family have gone up to Door County, Wisconsin. If you have ever been up to Door County, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, put it on your bucket list. Door County, Wisconsin is so beautiful. It is, especially try going during the fall. The colors, oh my gosh, I want to live up there and I am making it a plan to go up to Door County every single year. Maybe even sometimes several times a year. I have gone up to Door County almost every single year since before I could remember. It is so beautiful. And if you know, there's a place called Washington Island. It's in one off the coast of Wisconsin, and it is in Lake Superior, I think. Lake Superior or Lake Michigan. I can't remember which one. But there is the cutest rustic chapel there. And like I just said, I didn't want to get married in church, but I wanted this place is where I wanted to get married. But we are getting married at his church far from there. And I am not upset at all. I am so happy. His church is gorgeous. All right. It is gorgeous. But so I still wanted to have a rustic, cute, small, intimate wedding. 100 people, not that small. What do you say? It kind of is. Um, I so we decided that at the Devil's Lake is where we are. Oh, I gotta blank that out. Where we're having a reception, they have a small shelter that is very beautiful, but is also very rustic. So that is where we're having it, and to keep it kind of like that, we it honestly fits very perfectly into what we wanted. And I'm so excited because also like where we were having a reception is the same place that we had our first date. And on our first date, we spent like 2 hours walking around the trails, getting to know each other. And at that point, we on our first date, we both wanted to hold each other's hands, but we were too big of a pussy to actually hold each other's hands. And then after the day, we texted like I wanted to hold her hand. He's like, "Oh my gosh, I wanted to hold your hand too." And the next day, I made the move to hold his hand. Like we were in middle school, and I was 19 and he was 18. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys watching, and like, comment, and subscribe what you want to see next or whatever. And thank you. God bless and love you, baddies.